Salem moved into a new apartment in a quiet neighborhood, hoping for a fresh start after a difficult period in his life. The apartment was small but comfortable, and everything seemed normal at first, until night fell. On the first night, as Salem lay in bed, he heard faint whispers. He lifted his head, tense, trying to locate the source of the sound, but found nothing. He assumed it was just his imagination, a trick of exhaustion, and went back to sleep. But the next night, the whispers returned, clearer this time. They came from the dark corner of the room. He listened carefully, and as he tried to make out the words, a chill ran down his spine. The voice was hushed, but it sounded as if someone was trying to warn him about something. As days passed, the whispers grew louder, as if they were speaking directly to him. Sometimes, he heard heavy breathing. Other times, it was a faint moan of someone in pain. One night, he decided to record the sounds on his phone. When he listened to the playback later, his blood ran cold. A distinct voice whispered, "Leave before it's too late." Salem could no longer ignore it. He began researching the apartment's history and discovered that the previous tenant had mysteriously vanished, never to be found. When he asked the neighbors, they avoided the subject, but one of them finally whispered, "He wasn't the first, and won't be the last." That night, Salem decided to sleep with the lights on, but the voices were louder than ever. They weren't just whispers anymore, they were screams. He suddenly felt movement in the room, and when he turned, he saw a dark figure standing at his bedroom door. Before he could scream, the lights went out, and everything was swallowed by darkness. The next morning, the neighbors found the apartment door open, but the place was completely empty. There was no trace of Salem. His phone, still recording, was left on the floor. When they played back the last recording, a whisper could be heard, "A new guest, the end is near."